Hey everybody, so I'm going to be showing you how to wash your brushes today. So what you're obviously going to need is the brush that you're going to be washing. I'm only going to be washing 2 brushes today because it is time consuming, and I'm just going to be showing you how to wash one face brush and one eye brush. This is the face brush I'm going to be showing you how to wash today. It's the B07 flat top from NYX. I normally just use this to stipple on blush, I should say. It's not the best brush, but it is very soft. And then the next thing you're going to need is some Johnson's baby shampoo. You can also use other types of shampoo for babies, but it really doesn't matter. Off-brand, this brand, the small bottles usually run about, $1 or so. They're pretty cheap. Then you're going to need a sink, obviously, with running water. So, yeah. So anyways, first turn on the water. Find a nice warm temperature. It doesn't really have to be hot. Well, it shouldn't be hot because it can ruin the bristles, and it shouldn't be cold either. So find a nice warm temperature, probably that you'd wash your hands in, about that same temperature. Alright, that's pretty good for me. So then take your brush and, well, first, before you do that, get your hand wet and put some of the Johnson's baby shampoo on it. A little dab is all you need, not much. Then take that, see, that was a gardening noise, just so you know. Then take the brush, get it wet under the water, and always hold it downward, because if you hold it upwards, the water can actually sink down into this barrel, and the glue can dissolve and it can be ruined. So always hold it downward when you're washing. Tap it off in the sink a little bit, and then take it and go back and forth into that baby shampoo. It doesn't have to be in circular motions. It actually shouldn't be in circular motions because that can also ruin the bristles. So then once you use up that baby shampoo, kind of like wring it out in the sink. And you'll see that color is coming off of this brush a lot. That's just showing that you're getting it clean. So just take it and wring it out a few times in the sink just to get the initial color out. It's not completely clean, so I'm going to wet my hand again and put some of that baby shampoo on it again. Depending on how dirty the brush is, you're probably going to have to repeat this step a few times. I usually do it about 3 or 4 times because I'm very OCD about getting my brushes really, really clean. So just do the back and forth method once again. It's normal for the brush to shed a little bit during the washing. It shouldn't be totally coming out. As you can see, this brush is actually shedding a lot, probably because of its cheaper quality. It is NYX, and it is shedding a lot. I don't know why it's shedding all of a sudden now that I'm doing this, but usually that's the only time that your brushes should shed is during a washing, and that's even just a little bit. So you'll be able to tell the quality. Alright, so I'm going to rinse it out one more time. I washed it about 3 or 4 times. I'd probably cut it out of the video though because it does take a while to do this. And just rinse it out, or wring it out I should say, and it's coming out clear. So that's when you know when the water comes clear that your brush is cleaned. And then once you wring the water out, make sure you do it good, otherwise it'll take days to dry, especially with face brushes. Just get it into the shape that you want it to dry in. And usually, if you just take your hands and make it even around, it will form the shape that it came in. See, for this type of flat top brush, I dried it like this. Tapered at the end, or I formed it like that. And if it needs to, you need to form it a little better, take a little bit of water in your hands and just kind of smooth it over. And that's how you wash your brush. Next brush that I'm going to be showing you how to wash is just a normal shader brush. Let's get started with that. Once again, turn on the water and find a comfortable temperature for the brush. Then wet your hand and get a little bit of the baby shampoo on. You're going to need less amount for the eye brush too. Then wet your brush under the water. Once again, back and forth. Then once it feels like you're just kind of like washing it in the dirty suds, just take your hand and rinse it and kind of rinse the brush, keeping it downward like I said earlier. And just to make sure that it's totally clean, put a little more of that baby shampoo in your hand and go back and forth again. It rinses clear, so I think we're good with that one. See how much less time this one took than the face brush? Face brushes take a long time to do. These ones are really easy too because you just kind of bring them out a little bit, shape them, and I'll also be showing you how to dry these ones as well. Hey guys, so here we are by my little drying station that I set up. I just used one of these little paper holder things. You can get it at CVS, Walmart, most places like that, drugstores, whatever, for about $1. That one was $1. It's a smaller one. And I put a towel underneath here just to catch any of the water that might drip from the brushes. Over there you can see I have my brushes. So I'm just going to show you how to set it up a nice little drying system to make sure that your brushes don't get, bent and then don't dry in the right shape that you wanted them to dry in. Alright, I'm going to step over here. Sorry if this is a little bit shaky, but I'm holding the camera myself. So what you do is just make sure that your brush is in the shape that you want it to be in. This one already is. And you take, say you put this through one hole and then you put it through the other hole, on the other side. And what that does is it holds the brush in this upright place so it can dry freely without the bristles touching anything and kind of bending them. If you were to set them on a towel, it might make one of the bristles, one side flat. So then just shape it if you need to. So now as you can see, all of them are angled in a certain position. So then they dry very nicely. It's really good as well to set up a little table fan right here, where my hand would be, and blow on the brushes. So I really recommend getting a fan on it. I will, not for the sake of the video, but I will be putting a fan on these once I get all my other brushes done, which I'm going to do right now. Alright guys, I'm back, and I finished washing all my brushes. As you can see, they're all in their little slots. Just a tip, if you have the MAC 187, it did not fit into here. So what you have to do is just put it on a towel and let the bristles hang over, because otherwise the bristles will get smashed by the towel and it won't dry right. I have the fan on it. It's oscillating to get all the brushes. So yeah, I would just rotate it every hour or two, rotate the brush to make sure it's drying evenly, and just wait for it to dry, and then you can use it when it's fully dry, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and yeah, have a great day. Thanks, you guys. Bye.